YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Siobhan Giovanni back again with another video podcast series, episode 9. We're on 9 now. They just keep on coming, giving it to you like hot, just cranking those videos out. So, I think today's episode. Hold on, let me get comfortable. I think today's episode is going to be one for the books for sure, because I think that we're gonna get deep today. I think that I got some good topics I want to run you guys by. We're not gonna be reacting to a Netflix show or anything like that. I think today I just want to vent today on two separate topics. One of them, I just want to run by this one topic right quick with you guys that I wrote down the other day. And I just think that it's just good to think about these things in a deeper perspective, just to keep ourselves conscious about what's going on around us. What are we doing to make people feel the way that they feel? And I'm just trying to clear some of that up for you guys. So I wrote down the other day, it dawned on me on how amazingly selfish that we are in our practices. And when I'm saying that, I mean that like just a natural human instinct that we are just naturally selfish as people. It's crazy. It really is how selfish we are. We think of benefit before everything else. Do you guys agree? Because I really see it all the time. For example, it's a natural human emotion to response to think of self. Like, you'll hear words like, you listen to like what people say. You're hurting me. You're doing this to me. Used me. What can you offer me? Like in a business transaction, in a friendship transaction, in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or a friendship, or any type of like relationship with people. It's always like, what is the benefit towards me? You're doing this to me. Me. So even like when we were talking about my growth, my well-being, my children, like it's just really like when you think about it like that, like it's like, wow, it's all about me. But it doesn't really register with people because it doesn't really bother people too much to be thinking about themselves, their families, their friends, people that they care about and they've imprinted on. So they just naturally just do for the ones that they care about. And that's how they rationality. That's how they create a rationality around things. Just like I just feel like we're just made to consume things based upon our well-being. And like what else like really consumes things around here? And I kind of related that to kind of viruses. Viruses consume without thinking about other people's well-being. Why are we in the state that we are in now with the whole global warming, climate change, all those things? People don't really care because we're poisoning things just based off of the benefit of a dollar, the benefit off of growing and expansion. Y'all ain't even ready for all that yet. I'm going to just end that right there and leave it where it is. Let you guys digest that and think about it, because I just ran a lot by to you guys. So the other topic I want to talk about today is I wanted to do a video on giving advice to myself if I was talking to myself 5 years ago or 4 years ago, 21, 22-year-old me. And I really just wanted to do that because I know that eventually someone is going to stumble upon this podcast and appreciate the time and dedication that I've put into this. Because one, I kind of view myself being a person that doesn't really have a strong support system. And I had to really find ways to support my own self, which wasn't the best thing and the best feeling thing. Just based upon, jealous people, envious people thinking that I had way more than I needed. And, like, I don't know. I didn't really come from a supportive family. I didn't really have my mother supporting me. I didn't really have my father supporting me with this, venturing off, being a videographer, being a creator that I am today. So I had to find ways around that to kind of, develop into being the person that I am today. So if I was to give myself advice, if I'm speaking to myself 5 years ago, I'd say clarity of mind would be one of my major things that I need to focus on, because I'm speaking to a 21-year-old me. Where you, so I wrote down right here too, I wrote down in my notes, where you put yourself in a constant mode mentally matters immensely. And when I say that, I mean like where you put, like, it's just exactly what I said, like basically where you put yourself mentally on a because like we're constantly moving, and what you tell yourself mentally and what you think to yourself, and those thoughts that you think about if I'm failing, if I'm winning, really matters. The things that you feed your brain, if you wake up every day, right, and you think to yourself that you're not doing enough, or damn, I really should be ahead of where I'm at right now. I picked up, you see, like the thing about me is like, I don't know about the normal 21-year-old out here, but since I wanted to be a videographer and a filmmaker and basically a creative director, that's not an easy job, so for those that don't know, that's like a really expensive job to get into. For example, I'll give you an example. I went to school with some guy on my track team. He does the same job as I'm doing, and he moved to LA. He's white, but that doesn't mean anything. But so he moved to LA. He went to film school. He did all these things, but he had like the financial basis to do all of that. And I was asking him certain questions in my early development because I found out that he was into that. I didn't even know that he was into film too. And when I found out he was into the same industry as me, that he wanted to pursue film, he sent me a spreadsheet of like, all the things that he had in his like inventory that he was working with. And literally his budget sheet came out to be like $250,000. I can't afford nothing like that. So you compare my experience or my financial basis to his financial basis, like those two don't compute. They don't compare. People, start somewhere and they tell you that like, oh, it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter where you go, but it really does when you're dealing with certain people that are trying to prove the legitimacy behind what you do. At 22 years old, I'm still thinking about like buying a camera. I don't even know what camera to buy, and I was just like, I don't know nothing about really film. I know I want to be in film, but I don't know, anything about the basis of film. So I had to like self-educate, ask my, cousin, to help me do research. And at that time, like I wasn't even building my website just yet, so it was just crazy. I was worried about all the wrong things. I was worried about maintaining friendships that didn't really serve me any good. getting screwed over, with money with friends. They're asking for help. At that time, I was just coming out of the military. I was 22 years old, so I had about like 10 G's saved up. I'm thinking 10 G's is gonna last me 2 years. 10 G's went by like that. like, so, it's just, so basically, the point I'm trying to make is trying to find that clarity of mind, not putting too much pressure on things that don't matter, being patient and watering things that take time to develop in that like unsure process of where you don't even know where it's gonna go. So you just really need to think about stepping out on faith, but not trying to just do too much and stop trying to like bring everybody in. So there was that too. What else did I write? And one of the things too I wrote this is something that I'm still dealing with now to this day, and it's really important, but it's a really like touchy topic too. I think stop worrying about outside perspectives about what it is that you do, and by that I mean bringing everybody into this vision. I was really focused on bringing everybody with me on my journey, bringing friends that really didn't care about what I was doing, where I was going, the things that involve film. They weren't really focused on none of that shit. Like they were more focused on like, damn, I'm gonna support this dude, and I pray to God he blows up, so in the end I can reap the benefits of what it is that he does. I honestly feel like that people were just trying to wait that time out, because once things went bad with me and people saw that like I was struggling a little bit with my business, they were out. I didn't hear from people. I was just like, damn, like where's all the people that hyped me up and told me that like, oh bro, I know you can do this, man, like you gonna go be big, and you know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, damn, it hit me. I was just like, wow. So I don't know, man, like stick to yourself, water your own dream, believe in yourself, be the evolution that you want to see in yourself. Put yourself in a positive mind state all the time, and just I heard a quote the other day. I said this on one of my social media platforms. I said, weather the storm until the sun shines again. And some people, they're like, what the hell does that mean? Why are you saying that? That sounds like a fortune cookie. But any spiritual person can really understand what that means. Like, life has these bad times and these bad periods, but in those bad periods we'll find ourselves, and we will appreciate the lessons that those bad times brought us during those times of just like struggle. You got to just thrive through it. So quick little video. Well, actually it wasn't quick because we're at 14 minutes, but putting yourself in a positive mind frame is definitely essential. Be above the stigma, be above just what's holding you back. Don't be fearful of the future, because the future is bright for all of us. Siobhan Giovanni, label me later, and support your boy, please. I'm dropping my Cash App right here. If you wanna, give something to the channel, help us out, maybe, So I'll drop that in there. Wait on for the next video, because they're coming. All right. Peace.